ug education. Kami sa Share to Heal nang hinaot nga kamo gihapon maminaw sa sunod nato nga mga episodes ug nagsigurado nga sa umabutay nga season 3 mahimong exciting sama gihapon sa nilabay nga duha ka seasons. Dugang pa, kami nang hinaot nga matagaan og tubag ang mga angay natong gikinahanglan sa panahon sa mas maayong normal o better normal. Kita kids, we are on season break. Magkita ay tapuhon sa kahanginan, amping kanunay ug ayaw kalimti ang pagpaambit sa saktong impormasyon giya sa luwas nga kinabuhi karon nga panahon.
This is 104.5
DXBU 104.5.
Broadcasting and webcasting live in DXBU 104.5 FM from the BukSU main campus in Malaymalay City, Pinoy, Philippines. Matag Miyerkules alas 3 sa hapon, kauman sila Partner Walter Balani o Partner Lovely Bay Eham for the latest updates and announcements gikan sa Tigumana o estudyante sa Bukidnon State University. Para sa BukSU Updates.
Yes. Alright, so mayong adlaw mga higala and welcome sa atong BukSU Updates 2022 episode 30. Ako si Walter Balani gikan sa OP-IPS o sa College of Arts and Sciences.
Yes, and ako usab si DJ Mix sa DXB 104.5 FM o kami ang inyong makauban karong hapon.
Ang BukSU Updates mga higala gipaluyuhan sa Office of the President, Information and Publication Services in partnership with DXBU 104.5 FM and in coordination with the Office of the President and the offices of the 3 Vice Presidents of BukSU.
Yes, karon nga semana partner, balik na usab kita sa atong student segment kay naa naman ang atong mga partners sa Supreme Student Council. Kamundo ta karong semana sa virtual orientation kini gipangunahan sa Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs. Sa atong administration segment sa miaging semana, nakauban nato ang campus in charge sa Alubihid or campus in charge sa Alubihid Satellite Campus, Dr. Esther Linal Jr. Pontioso. O sa atong highlight segment, nakauban usab nato sila Dr. Maribel G. Valdez, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and Ms. Marley Joy G. Sigod, Executive Assistant to the OVPAA, nga nakahatag og tubag kabahin sa mga pangutana on high-flex learning, on hybrid and flexible learning modalities. So partner, sa atong episode karong hapuna, dawato nato ang updates gikan sa atong Supreme Student Council. Makauban nato si Mr. Ignacio Marvin Anduya ng atong SSC Senator. Gikan usab sa administration, pupadayag sa iyang updates ang head sa University Health and Safety Office.
O sa atong highlight, ang atong main segment, kauban nato si Dr. Marichu B. Montesilio aron maghatag og impormasyon kabahin sa Gender and Development Program sa University. Mao nga tutok lang, stay tuned.
Yes, all right partner, no, diretso na to sa atong unang segment. Dawaton nato ang updates gikan sa Supreme Student Council ang naakaron sa atong Zoom meeting room, Mr. Ignacio Marvin Anduyan, SSC Senator. Hello, good afternoon.
Greetings of prosperity, BukSUans. I am Ignacio Marvin S. Anduyan, Senator of the Supreme Student Council and the Chair of the Committee on Grievances of the University Student Government, giving you the very first SSC update for the academic year 2022-2023. This is to inform you that this coming August 8, 2022, we will be having a welcoming walk tour. This activity aims to help BukSUans to get familiarized with all their university premises. Moreover, this activity promotes an avenue for interaction amongst the students. And also, This coming August 8 to 12, 2022, the University Student Government will initiate the Week of Welcoming. We have invited some stalls like MC Squared, Hiatus, Pari Tapao, Affogato, Globe, Churros, Dunkin' Donuts, and Shumio. We have also prepared photo booths and brass band organized by the Supreme Student Council and the Office of the Student Services. Lastly, this month, the USG will also have a virtual consultation on the collection of organizational fees. This consultation aims to let the students understand the paths of fees. As much as possible, we are encouraging all BukSUans to take part in this activity so that they will be able to raise their queries and concerns in line with the collection of organizational fees. This has been your Senator Ignacio Marvin Asanduyan, and welcome back to Bukidnon State University BukSUans.
Daghang salamat Mr. Anduyan ato ang senator sa SSE. Shoutout sa ato mga students and faculty sa College of Nursing ug sa tanan mga colleges nga naa sa ato ang campuses sa tibuok Bukidnon State University. Shoutout usab sa mga taga College of Education nga anaa karon sa Annex Campus. Shoutout usab sa mga taga Barangay Kalasungay, Barangay Sumpong, Barangay Kasisa ug sa tanan mga naminaw sa ato via radio. Hi usab sa ato mga university officials and personnel. Mayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
Mayong adlaw partner, no? Straight ta sa pagsugod. Wala naman kayo naka-greet to each other. Marang nag-away, ani. Well, i-appeal po na to greet ang of course kay permi lang sila dili siya gaka-change sa script. Dili ra College of Education natong gusto i-greet tanan na colleges to College of Arts and
tanan colleges ako gi-mention
College
earlier.
of Administration.
Colleges diri sa.
And then tanan pud nga barangay dili ra barangay Kalasungay o barangay Sumpong sila ra permi gaka-starring diri. Asisang no sa tanan nga barangay labi na ba sa Malaybalay kay mo man sila dungog directly sa ato ang Sibiano. And of course katong mga taga-uban nga mga barangay sa ubang dapit sa Bukidnon makadungog sila kung nag-live stream sila or may nag-tune in sila sa live stream. All right, no, it's time for the episode's highlight. Today's main segment will give focus on the gender and development updates sa atong university. Joining us this afternoon is Dr. Marichu B. Montesilio, our Director of the University Gender and Development Resource Center. Maayong hapon, Dr. Marichu.
Mayong hapon, Sir Walter. Mayong hapon, DJ Mixay. Mayong hapon sa tanan, no, nga naminaw sa DXBU 104.5 FM.
Lagi no, ang lighting ni mo din ha ba? Unsa naa kay taas, naka sa ubos, move closer. Move closer.
Wala pa yan, marag na siya kaligo pag-open ako sa ako ang sponsor, sa ako ang marag kuan kayo, marag hayag kaayo. Or maybe
atras
because of the
kagamay
virtual
siguro.
background, Sir Waltz.
Ba? Atras kagamay siguro, B. Atras kay gamay. Or gihapon, no? No, kay ang imong eyelashes ba?
Mao di ay na-distract si Sir Walter.
Sa lighting.
Sige, sir.
Sa lighting.
Oh, like this.
Oh.
Better.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so kumusta Ma'am Chu and kumusta unsay mga current na gikabisihan nimo diha karon sa imong opisina?
Kuan kid sir, no, when it comes to the POPs, no, programs, activities, and projects as far as gender development and gender mainstreaming is concerned, we all know that UGRC is the arm, no, implementing arm of the university. When it comes to kaning mga atong itatawag nga God advocacy, no, and also implementing katong mga different mandates na dapat nato sundon, no, as a university as far as gender and development is concerned. So we have many activities lined up actually in the first half of the year, only that it was deferred because of the different important activities, like for example the AACOP. So murag diri especially nagsugod sa ang klase, murag daghan tayong naka-line up yun nga mga activities or wall. So the office is quite busy to really put in place all the activities nga dili mo conflict sa uban nga activities sa uban nga mga offices.
Ba? All right, so before tayo ato sa details sa kadaghanan sa inyong mga POPs, no? Pwede ba nimo ma-share Dr. Marichu ang profile sa mga mandates ninyo diha sa UGDRC? Tama ba? Or UGRC lang ni siya? when was this office or unit created, unsa iyang mga legal basis and core functions?
Okay. Thank you for that question, sir. No, murag kuan, murag Miss Universe. Natay, thank you for that question. Okay. So, basically, when you say University Gender and Development Resource Center, UGRC, ang iyahang kuan, iyahang short, sir. No, so we evolved from GAD unit to UGRC. So, tagaan lang tamong siguro brief history, no, historical background. As what we all know, ang nabalaan gyud kalabanan sa mga tao is the GAD unit, the Gender and Development Unit. And now, nahimo na siyang UGRC, University GAD Resource Center. If you have remembered, Sir Walter, last July 5, 2021, we'll launch the GAD Resource Center. So, naitabo, during that time, we have two, the GAD Resource Center and the Gender and Development Unit. And so, with our frequent interaction with the CHEDRO 10 GAD focal person, kato pa ng 2020, sir, when I assumed the office, she was really asking, why do you have GAD unit? It was not a part of the mandate. So I go over the mandate and then I realized that it's the PCW 2013-01 that suggests for the establishment of GAD unit in LGUs, not in HEIs. So here comes CMO1 2015-01. Ang gibutang dito is GAD Resource Center. So to align nga masakto ang ato ang office, that's why we have the University Gender and Development Resource Center. So it's actually a nomenclature change, but it's more on a level upping, no, adhering to the different function as per CHED Memorandum 2015-01. So muna ang ato ang gihugutan, sir, nganong naata UGRC, and this is also the result of our benchmarking. Kay I would like also to ask different mga GAD focal person, different gender and development focal from different state universities and colleges. And true enough, they don't have the GAD unit, but they have the center. In fact, there are some universities nga Gender and Development Research and Resource Center, na University Gender and Development Center. So it's a center, no? So that's why when I first assumed the office, naglibog kung unsa magid ang tawag ani sa dili the unit, but it's a center. So because in CMO1 2015-01, gibutang dito nga among the GAD Resource Center, the CHED regional office will choose one GAD zonal center. So that's actually we're trying our best, no, as a university nga we will align our plans, the function of the center nga maakabot nato na nga kita mahimong regional zonal GAD zonal center for Region 10. So that's actually the very basis why we have to change from GAD unit to University Gender and Development Resource Center. So basically, UGRC, our core function, we have 10, no? Si core function, amo sa ni siyang gi-pattern anchoring from CMO1 series to 2015, which is establishing, it's a memorandum, CHED memorandum, that established the guidelines on establishing the policies and guidelines on the gender and development among higher education institutions. So one of the function was it's our role also, our task, not the role, but our task to prepare a GAD plan for the university. And that GAD plan, consolidated GAD plan, will be from the different colleges and units. So kami mag-pull and then submit that one to the PCW through the GMMS. No? Kaya na may system sa PCW, so the Gender Mainstreaming Monitoring System. And also, as a center, we also are tasked to review the different GAD POPs, no, from different colleges, as well as their accomplishment report. Okay, appeal sa naamuan not only the GPB, not only the GAD plan and budget, but also we are tasked to submit the GAD accomplishment report of the university. So kami sa mag-consolidate sa different accomplishment report from colleges and units. And then aside from that, if you have observed, conduct mga CapDev, no, like the ones we have last June, and then the upcoming CapDevs that we have, and then the first quarter natin mga CapDevs, because that's also one of our function, no? So to conduct, assist in, and conduct capacity building that is required of the BukSU personnel. And then aside from that, dili lang sana siya mauno, dili lang capacity building, but also we have to see to it monitoring if gender and development, the gender lens is already embedded in the extension and research program of the university as well as the curriculum. Then, aside from that, mga policies said, sir, that's also our task, no, to review the policies. So currently, nagitay tool, no, for kana medyo, wala ta naka gamit og tool, no, as basis for checking the gender sensitiveness of our policy. But now we have our tools. So starting this year, nagsugod-sugod na taong check, no, using the tool, no, gender sensitivity checklist that we have for the policy. So hindi lang ta per office lang sa ta. So until such time nga, tanan na gid policies sa Bukidnon State University, reviewed na siya as gender sensitive. And then aside from that, what is unique here when we go from GAD unit to University Gender and Development Research Center is one of our functions is to establish networks and linkages with other GAD Resource Center, other national government agencies, international organizations, for the purpose of enhancing our GAD POPs, no? And then provide technical assistance. Tungod kay naan naman tay pool of resource, munsa na siya ang naka-distinct, no? From GAD unit to UGRC, because we are having this pool of resource speakers that we can invite the different colleges can invite to speak, no, on different topics as far as gender development is concerned. And then repositories sa GAD data, statistics, and other vital information related to gender and development. Then kami said repositories is center repositories to different learning materials, reading materials, and assessment tools sa gender and development, no, related to gender and development. So ingana siya, sir. So basically, si UGRC will work together with HR as far as GovDev is concerned, working together with planning as far as infrastructure is concerned, and as finance and budget, and then working together with the VPAA for the curriculum as well as the research and extension for the research and extension projects. So ingana siya, no, overarching din siya ang function ni UGRC. So
Sige.
kato siya, sir, no, murag mura to ang pipila, no, kay pulo man to ako nyo not pulo day 13 4 functions, pero murag pipila sa function sa UGRC.
Okay, inawa sa gabay, ma'am. Kay kami sa
Yes,
ma'am,
maragta.
kadali lang pagchika sa ni ma'am Mixay kay marag na human na ang radio program sa kadaghanon sa imong mga functions.
True.
O mix sa imong tanaw, mix pag ginawa sa nato kadali si ma'am Chu.
Yes.
Mix ka lang sa imong tanaw, mix naka-appeal na ba ka sa mga gender and development na activities sa university? Unsa nga mga activities imong na-appealan?
Kung saan na ba ako napilan nga mga sagad? Kay katong last time nagpa-answer man sila Mama Richu o katong Google form. Murag kami na dito kay not yet.
Okay, so at least that's one input, no. Wala pa kay naapilan, so i-note na ni Ma'am Marichu na apilon na gyud ka sa sunod. So at least, no, so para lang gud niya maka-breather sa kadali. So now you can now ask your question, Ma'am Mixay.
Yes, so good afternoon once again, Ma'am Chu. So ma'am,
Yes, good afternoon.
what kind of adjustments do you need to go through with this change of name, katong from GAD to UGRC?
Basically, ma'am, I think because the office is already functioning, the function that of a UGRC, even though nag-GAD unit pa siya. So there are no big, adjustments or na akong nahimo, no? Kay murag naamang good when we were still GAD unit. Ang uban mga function na sa University GAD Resource Center, amo namang good sang na himo. So dili na siya nga na kalisod. As what I have said, it becomes a change, nomenclature change na lang dayon siya. Because as what I've said, assume na namo ang role, no? So before ana. Ang atoa lang is the purpose is we try to realign. We try to make things right nga kanang sakto ang ato ang tawag sa itong center. Dili siya na-align siya sa mandato sa CHED. So muna siya atong gihimo.
Ba?
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Nice to nga question kay dili kay taas iyang dili na kay wala kay siya nagtaasan sa iyang tupag ba kay. Let's try to ask the next question, partner Mix, nga dili na po siya mapataasan pagid ang iyang tubag ni Ma'am kay basig mohangak na sad siya. What have we so far? What have we so far? Kay gusto mo gud ni ma'am nga mag-enjoy ka sa imong engagement sa mo ba dili ka nang grabe gid bitaw wala gyud hunong sa imong episode no.
Sir Waltz, naturally I'm a fast talker, so it's just natural. It comes naturally to me.
Yeah, pero ang atong mga audience basig magukod sad sila ba oy unsa tong ipangsulti ni ma'am no, so walang hinahinayon sad nato. Pero Ma'am Chu, kaning next na ako ka question Ma'am Chu, what have we achieved so far since we activated the GAD unit? I know daghan kay na-achieve, pero pwede ba nga ato na lang sang i-focus dito sa top 3 nga atong na-achieve nga anang gusto gyud ninyo nga ma-highlight sa atong achievement so far. Kano sa gayta nagsugod sa atong GAD unit ma'am, and then at least katong sa imo na lang nga administration, sa imo na lang nga time pag start nimo, and then top 3 siguro Ma'am Chu. Yes, Ma'am
Okay,
Chu.
so okay, pag ingon nimo kano sa na-establish ang GAD unit, dire ba ko for sure gyud sir?
Dugay na, dugay na.
Okay. I think the gender development unit was siguro as early as 2017 or earlier. So I have assumed the office late 2020s, and so far I would consider is mga 3 main biggest achievements sa unit is one is again we launched the GAD Resource Center last year, which is very important para ma-align sa CHED memo, no? Compliant ta kay permintira magud ta mapong sa CHED nga nung dili mao atong kuan. Another one, we have utilized the Hagadaga tool. So muda ko na siyang achievement na nagamit nato si Hagadaga tool sa research extension infrastructure, because that is the appropriate way to look into, to attribute and to determine how much budget are we going to attribute to gender and development. The third is our BukSU initiative, sir. Our very own TGIF, no, nga is aired every season 3 na gud ta ato, sir. Mag season 4 na mi kana siguro mo pinakatulog yun, pinaka main big achievement sa GAD unit since 2020.
Ba, okay. Actually, daghan pa kaayo, no? Daghan pa kaayo, pero there will be other siguro later on kung when it's your turn to do the administration segment, dito na lang nato siya hutdon gyud Ma'am Chu, no? Oo. Eh di ba partner mix kanang ilang TGIF, kaduhan ako naka-guest ana, so maka-confident ka nga makita bitaw nato partner nga ang GAD nato sa university dili lang siya resource center for the university personnel and administration. Tungod kay gisibya sa radyo, na live stream siya, makaabot siya sa other stakeholders, no, ang pagtudlo nato, paghisgot nato sa mga hisgotanan. Yes, partner mix.
And yes, partner, before na ko ihatag akong sa mga question, kani po ding DJF kay na naka-appeal po niya sa ato ang gandingan. Oo. And sa CNA sa Catholic Mass Media Awards.
Yeah, no, congratulations.
Very proud kay ta, Sir Walter, no, kay it's an initiative, no, nga sa gender and development nga first pag yun na diri sa Northern Mindanao, and then later pagka next year gi-present na ko sa Argosy, pagka next year si I don't know what school was that or what agency was that, naghimo din sila og program, no, so ilang gi-emulate ang ato
that's an achievement, no, mahimutang ka ng model sa uban nga.
Exactly.
Diba? We were able to inspire them.
Sila.
Right? So I think that's the best form of imitation. Bakit mo ba na atong awaton ni mo sa
yes, katong ato ang last
program. Yes.
Topic.
Partner.
Yeah. So yes, ma'am. As UGRC, what are the new thrust of the center now, and what are the key challenges you encountered, ma'am?
Thrust is more on the gender mainstreaming. So mo ang pinaka-thrust gyud ni UGRC even GAD unit before is to really see to it nga we have mainstream gender across all the processes, functions, no, programs and activities of university. So our thrust, our challenge is how are we going to encourage all the personnel as well as the student, external, no, client focus na to organization focus activities, that they will be using the gender lens in all of the functions. And one of the key challenge ginato karon is to make use of SDD and also conduct gender analysis in identifying the different gender issues so that we will be able to address this through and reflect it in our GPB. Mo gina siya. So mo gina to ang giikuan yung mga capacity na to ang mga personnel.
Ma'am Chu, sa kanang GPB?
Oh, sir. GPB is the Gender and Development Plan and Budget, which is submitted by all agencies and SUCs and its other government instrumentalities to PCW.
Okay. And can you explain a little bit, Ma'am Chu, nganong kinahanglan na siya buhaton kay sa akong pagsabot, no, ang GOD budget is mandated siya nga pilagay na siya ka percent. If explain later, ma'am, and then how do we kanang attribute unsa tong gamit ni mga word, attribute ba or use that fund? Can you explain that a little bit, Ma'am Chu?
Okay. So, according sa gaan na to, no, General Appropriations Act, at least 5% daw. So at least, no, pinakagamay 5% daw dapat sa before we have the GAA, but karon as what we have during our CapDev with the PCW, gamit na sa mga agency karon nga basis ang NEP, no, net si finance ang medyo nakabalon sa bining sa NEP, sir ba? So gagamito na nila ang NEP karon as basis, no, sa 5%. So at least man daw national expenditure program, no, so at least 5% of that should be allocated to gender and development programs, activities, and project. Mandato na siya, and that particular mandato was also reiterated sa law, sa Bible, as far as gender and development is concerned sa Pilipinas through Magna Carta of Women. So muna siya nga kinahanglan ta mag-identify og mga programs, activities, and project nga nakalabutan sa gender and development. So like for example, if the government's budget na iyang NEP is National Expenditure Program approved, no, is 100 million, so dapat ang iyahang at least 5 million ana naka-allocate sa GAD nga mga programs, activities, and project. Now, we're not talking about millions, but we're talking about billions, no, for different agencies. Like Bukidnon State University, billions ang ato ang NEP, no, every year. So, dako man kaayo na ang 5%. So, si 5%, dili lang na siya nga kanang sa gender and development, kay basig ilabit ang pagtuo nga dira sa mga seminar, dira sa mga training, sa Magna Carta,
Parade,
sa mga, ba? When you say gender and development ang kanang GAD plan and budget, mainstreaming gali, sir, meaning i-appeal na dito sa mga activities sa university. Like for example, nag-training si graduate school, no, si graduate school sa ilang curriculum review, and then gi-appeal nila ang pag-integrate ni gender sa ilang syllabus or sa ilang curriculum. That can be counted as part of the GAD.
Muna ingon mo nga attribute.
Dili sa siya, sir. Part gid siya. Ang attribution would be, dayon would be katong mga activities, like for example, in the case of research, extension, infrastructure, nga gamitan nato og hagadaga. So for us to determine kung pila atong ma-attribute, kay dili siya direct GAD expense, gamitan nato og harmonized gender and development guidelines nga tool to determine based from the rating ka checklist man naman day kay score ana dayon pila din ka percent out from the total score, imo din siya i-compute pila din ka percent from the total allocated nga budget ang imuhang ma-charge to GAD, no, gender and development ana.
Okay, sabotable.
So most of the time, sir, si attribution will come in research, extension, and infra. So for training, seminars, we always allocate, basta kayo nakagamit ang gender and development lang. For example, pag-design mo sa training, yung i-consider pila ka lalaki, pila ka babae nga nag-training for that, pwede na nimo ma-charge under gender and development expenditure.
Okay. Ma'am Miksay, naba kay follow-up sa inyong pangutana kaganiha? DJ Mix?
Yes, partner.
Nakay follow-up ato imong pangutana kaganiha?
Ay, okay na ko, partner.
Okay na ka. So, so I'll proceed with my next question, kay katong ako follow-up raman to. In terms of gender and development, Ma'am Chu, karon na tuig unsa ang atong target sa university nga gusto nato ma-achieve, no? You mentioned some of them earlier, but if you can also mention it again with more details. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so as far as target is concerned, for this year, it is reflected in our GAD plan and budget, and also it is reflected in our the DPCR of the office, no? So basically, nakatutok ang atuang target on the different CAP devs of the BukSU personnel, especially the GFPS, because that is one thing mga ato paging i-enhance no ang capacity sa GFPS members sa BukSU. Another one is the advocacies, the different advocacies to improve good, deepen the understanding of the personnel and the students, and also different proposals, research and extension nga nakaangkla, no, gender responsive research and extension projects kana siya. Muna siya atong target karon nga year, sir.
Sorry, nag-mute ko. Now, just a follow-up on that question, what do you think will be our biggest challenge nga dili nato ni ma-achieve? You mentioned earlier nga schedule was one of the challenge because
Exactly,
you said
sir. Mao gina ang
na move. Sige daw, ma'am, can you give examples of what were the activities nga na-move and unsa na may mahitabo ato nila?
Okay, so one activity that was deferred in the first rating was the dili siya deferred in the first rating but deferred for quite a month was the conduct of the gender and development, gender analysis and conduct of gender mainstreaming assessment. Supposedly, as per our GPB, March gid siya dapat i-conduct. But because of the AACOP, no, accreditation, that was first or second week of April, and the personnel involved was also involved in the AACOP, sumutong na-defer siya to September 6 and 7. So come September 6 and 7, we will have gender analysis and gender mainstreaming. And another one, supposedly sad, we will have our hagadaga katong June, no? Hagadaga atong June, pero dili pwede tungod kay naatman si GFPS functionality assessment. So kay naka-line up naman siya for June. So nagtagbo kasi hagadaga dapat unta. Later part siya. Pero again, there were, I think, conflict with the schedule. And then July, dili sad pwede si July. We only because that time mga mid-year assessment, so dili gyud ang personnel involved, dili pwede. So muna nga hagadaga will be moved to September 24 to 26. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 days because it's a right shop. Writing a gender responsive proposal and making use of the hagadaga tool for infrastructure. So kana siya, sir, ang example sa na-defer nga mga activities.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Chu. Partner Mix?
So yes, partner. So we'll take a short break, no? Partner?
Yes.
So yes, daghang salamat, Ma'am Chu. First part pa lang nasa atong pagiginabi sa atong director for UGRC. So partner, tiwaso nato ang part 2 human lamang sa mga pipila ka mga pahinumdom. Don't go away. BukSU updates will be right back.
DXBFL.
The COVID-19 vaccine is extremely safe for our children. We have a number of studies that represent that. We've had a number of children already receive the vaccines and have been able to monitor those children closely, and we feel very confident this is a safe and effective vaccine.
Hi, my name is Miggy, 6 years old. I am happy that I can now play with friends because I am vaccinated and I am safe.
Hello, my name is Ezra, 14 years old. I can eat out with my family because I am vaccinated and I am safe.
Hi, my name is Mark Johan. I am 12 years old. I can go to places because I'm vaccinated and I have with me my vaccination card. I can enter to beaches and adventure parks this summer, visit my grandparents, and play with my cousins outside the city. I am safe.
O bata, pagpapaguna na. Arang parehas mo nila, Michael, Ezra, Mark. Tell your nanay and tatay or si mama and papa, mommy and daddy o magpabaksin na. Ako si Ziana and I am safe. See you around sa vac centers. Excited po ko magkita ta sa mga laaganan.
Kini nga kampanya sa pagpabakuna alang sa atong mga kabatanunan gihatod kaninyo sa Bukidnon State University, Office of the Vice President for Research, Extension and Innovations, Extension Unit, kauban ng Malaybalay City Health Office.
DXBU 104.5.
All right, so welcome back to BukSU Updates. Check it time, it's already 3:39 on the clock. And once again, kauban gyapon nato ang atong guest for this afternoon, atong GRC Director, Dr. Marichu Montecillo. So yes, partner.
It's time to return to the program, and
Yes.
we're on time, right?
And of course, we invite na lang po nato, partner, ang ato ang mga tikpaminaw o mga naka-update karon via other live streaming, no? To watch, para sa itong Watch to Win segment and respond sa ato ang question for this afternoon, partner.
Yes, so basahan na, partner. Ako na
Yes.
ihatag na sa imo.
Yes, ang ato ang Watch to Win question. Karong adlaw, no? How much percentage of the budget of a government entity should be for gender and development? So ganina mention dito ni Ma'am Chu, so I hope na maka-answer karon ang mga ato mga updaters, BukSU updaters. Letter A, 5% exactly. Letter B, at least 5%. And letter C, at most 5%. So, ayaw mo kalimot mo, just comment your answer to the comment section of the DXBU 104.5 FM live stream. And of course, partner, ato pong may batan karon kung kinsa atong kumustahon later on. So, ato nang iparol kang partner Art ang roleta ng pagbabago. Nabago na lagi ni roleta ng pagbabago. Roleta ng kapalaran, pagbabago na or wheel of change. Oh, di ba?
Oh.
Partner Art, i-roll na ang roleta ng pagbabago. Sir Art? There. Guidance Office 166. So muna ang opisina ng atong tawagan later on, partner.
Right. No, so I think we can go back to our discussion because we still have Dr. Marichu Montecillo in the room for the second part of our discussion, partner DJ Mix, no? And to respond to her question kaganina sa chat board, and of course, I think as a reaction to my comment kaganina, no, I'd like to clarify nga, sakto ra iyang tubag, kaso lang sa radyo, we need to be to be more interactive. So i-chunk na to, Ma'am Chu, ang atong discussion para masalo sa atong mga audience ang atong gusto nga mga points.
Lagi,
So
sir, ba?
kami ang nagkulang, kaya wala mi naging unsa to, ma'am, kana mga inana ba para ingon lagi nila di man daw kuno ta makakaon og baka, pero pwede ta mo kaon og beef apretada. So hiwaon siya sa ginagmay ang kanang ang kanang dako kay nga chunk of meat. So let's go back to the discussion, and we left off with a lot of topics that we have covered in the first part. In the second part, Ma'am Chu, let's start with this question. Can you tell us about the international and national standards on gender and development? What are the parameters of a functional UGRC? Kasi you mentioned earlier now na you've been doing this already. That's why there's not much adjustments you need to do from CAD unit to UGRC, because ever since ato nang ginabuhat ang mga functions. What kinds of standards in the national and international level ang atong ginaawatan, Ma'am Chu?
Okay. Basically, sir, Korean taog standards, no, we anchor we base the activities that we have as a center from the international mandates. So so compliance to those mandates, like for example, reflecting yun, seeing to it that our POPs, no, programs, activities, and projects, naka-align gid siya sa mga, like for example, in Beijing Platform for Action, no, atong nato 12 areas of concern. So dapat sa atong mga design, nakaangkla, no, natay panaminan dito, and then also sa atong activities dapat nakaangkla sad siya, because Beijing Platform for Action, ang katong 12 areas concern was also reflected in the 17, no, the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So kana siya. So basic, when it comes to implementing gender mainstreaming, gender and development goals, to different, no, from the UN, no, cascaded to different countries, kitagaan manggudog, tagaan og liberty ang different countries to have their own strategy. Sa nila, no, ang atong God advocacy. So kita sa to, klaro gyud nga butang sa itong mandato ang gender mainstreaming. So, diri nationally, natay mga nagkadaiyang mga plan, no, nga ato ang gabasihan sa atong mga programa diri sa universidad. For example, atong GWE plan. When you say GWE, Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Plan 2019 to 2025. So, diha sa taga-angkla, no, sa atong mga activities. And then, naasad tay Philippine Plan for Gender Responsive Development, o lang gitawag na ito nga PPGD 1995 to 2025. So kana siya, amo na itong ginalantaw. As far as when it comes to standards in gender and development, I think I don't see it as a standard, but it's our basis, no, legal basis in the implementation to be functional as a God Resource Center, and also seeing to it na kung sa'y nabutang sa CHED Memorandum Order 1 Series of 2015 kay under magita sa CHED, no, atong nasunod to ang mga function nga ilahang gibutang na unsay function sa usa ka God Resource Center. So mo to'y parameters, so kung sa to ilang function gibutang dito sa memorandum, mo to atong gisunod.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Chu. Ma'am Miksay, I asked that question, or I included that in my question because di ba karon ang mga unsa nila ang trend, or dili gid siya trend, marag mandate karon is for us to internationalize, no, and having said that, Ma'am Chu, so we are actually responding to global policies, no, Beijing Declaration, and then we have national laws that were aligned with the international declarations, and then our CHED has also anchored on these policies, and kita pod as part of the system we also follow the CHED so like medyo naka-align ta sa dili lang ni buot-buot sa BukSU, dili lang ni buot-buot sa tama ba?
Muna siya, sir, nga kanang dili na bitaw ta mahadlok, di na ta makuan bitaw mag-submit tag paper kay align naman kita atong function, ang atong center, ang atong mga pamaagi. Align na kita.
Right. Thank you. Ma'am DJ Mix?
Right, so thank you so much, Mr. Waltz and Ma'am Chu. So ma'am, in relation to other units and offices in BukSU, what is the role and function of the UGRC, ma'am?
Okay, so simple lagi siya, sir. DJ Mixay, ang si UGRC, yaging pinaka-major role diri when it comes to other units is ihagid siya, himo siyang mentor to different units and colleges as far as kung may tag-mainstreaming, dili naman ang among office ang mainstream. In fact, we just facilitate. Kay kung may tag-mainstreaming, dapat tanan office, tanan college na mainstream na gid silang proseso sa ilang mga proyekto, ilang mga programa, ang GAD, no, ang gender nga lens. So we will act as a mentor to them to help them, no, to facilitate how are they going to mainstream gender in their processes and function of the offices. Aside from that, we will also, as a center, we will also help them capacitate. If in case maglisod pa sila mainstream, no, sa ilang mga pamaagi, let's help them capacitate para makabalo sila saan gyud pag mainstream, gender mainstreaming sa ilang mga units and colleges. So mugin na siyang major nga function when it comes to different colleges and units, no, sa UGRC.
Wow. Yes, so any follow-up, Mamix?
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
Okay. So earlier you mentioned, Dr. Chu, na you also have to, what's this? You also have to coordinate with other agencies, etc. So this question I think is related to that, no? Unsa ang inyong role sa UGRC in terms of, there was a mention nga mahimot ang zonal center ba to ang tawag ato. So
Yes,
what
sir.
will be the role of UGRC in relation to other organizations? And in light of that point na gusto nato mahimong zonal, unsa man di itong maging zonal ta? Unsa, what will be the advantage for BukSU if we become the zonal center?
Okay. So kung kita ang zonal center, sir, kita ay provider of CapDevs, no? So for that, we will be provider also of resource pool, not only of speakers, but also of resource materials. That's a very big thing. Now, if you're going to look into the economic side also of the university, may mo sa siyang IGP. For example, we can conduct trainings and seminars inviting other agencies, no? And then register, and then pwede na siya nga mahimo siyang part lagar sa university as and then we can also generate IEC and then give that to, not give that one but also offer that one for use sa different agencies, pero pwede na to siya i-commercialize, no? Pwede na to siya i-kuan na siya. Aside from that, no, kay that's economic part man. Aside from that is we will also be given the chance to linkage with other agencies when it comes to enhancement of different GADPOPs programs, activities, and projects. So muna siya another examples, another benefit po siya on a part of the university. Kay kung may kang zonal center o GAD resource center ka, sir, ang ay mamagong panglantaw dili lang ang enrichment sa personnel not within your organization, but also outside the organization. So advocacy man siya. So muna nga, you reach out also to different agencies, being a center who have a pool of resource speaker. So pwede na siya may mag-request diri sila o kinsay mag-talk, then we can create a MOA, which is very helpful on the part of the university. Kaya magamit man na to ang MOA in different na to nga mga submission, no, sa mga reports diri sa university to different agencies as well. So so far na tayo mga engagement, no, from different agencies, sir, not only public but also private, not only government organization but also non-government organizations. So sugod na ta sa ato engagements.
Unsay latest, Ma'am Chu? Unsay latest na to?
The latest, sir, was the Bukidnon Police Provincial Office. And then we will have the upcoming, this August 10, we will have an engagement. One of the pool of resource speaker of Bukidnon City University will have an engagement in a DOH.
Saan topic, Ma'am Chu?
On GAD development of GAD activities, GAD program activities and projects.
Yes, thank you. Partner Mix?
Yes, so, Kani ma'am, how can the UGRC be helpful also to the ordinary citizens of Malaybalay and the rest of Bukidnon?
Dako gyud kayo, Ma'am Miksay. Kay first is kanang dili lang man ta sa sulod sa Bukidnon State University, dili lang ta report oriented kung sa mga infrastructure kanang mga kundi dako siyang ayahang tabang. One is we also lead in the advocacy as far as gender and development advocacy is concerned. Unsa may example sa mga advocacies? Kanang advocacies like for example kanang awareness on RA 11313, no? RA that's Safe Spaces Act. Isa gina sa tong advocacy to spread awareness unsa nin siya nga balaod kanang RA 7877 or the anti-sexual harassment law, cyberbullying, no? Katong mga cyberbullying nga mga kuan. Kanay mga balaod nga God related nga mga balaod ato na siyang advokasya nga mabalan gyud sa mga tao, no? Down to the kuan mo nang naatay radio program si Center siya ginag-initiate ana para mabalaan sa ubang tao. Not only that, dili lang kana kundi maghimo sad ta, no, ato sang gina make sure nga we will be able also to craft different extension proposal nga gender responsive nga para makatabang dito sa uban nga mga komunidad dito sa pinakalayo na giging mga komunidad nga maabot sa university para matabangan kay if I used to have an engagement with World Vision International. It's an NGO. And then the talk was about gender awareness and gender mainstreaming. Dito na to makita nga, from different man to sila barangay, dito na to makita nga, kinahanglan gidi ay, ang mga katawhan sa barangay, makabalog yun. Unsa ang lente, unsa si gender and development. And unsa iyahang matabang, no? Kung makasabot ka, when it comes to kalambuan diha sa komunidad. So dako kayo. So ato ang mga pag-tackle sa mga gender issues, no, different to the different programs nga atong himuon, different extension activities nga atong himuon, dako siya nga matabang sa atong komunidad. So advokasya gyapon siya sa university, and that is one way for the university to have an impact, no, as far as gender and development is concerned in our community.
All right, so thank you so much, Ma'am Chu. Partner Waltz, Musin, ikaw na ang mukhatag sa itong lighter mood.
Yeah, before sa lighter mood, or part na siguro ni sa lighter mood, kaganina proud kayo mo, no, kay na-appeal mo sa to, Gandingan.
Gandingan Awards and
kami kay Gandingan Ragyod.
Catholic Mass Media Awards.
Inspiring ka siya and motivating, Sir Oy, nga, we will be able to, muna nga, we will be having our planning, no, for season 4 because we wanted to upgrade and rehash our season 4.
And so that we can also use that in Parasat Cable TV, di ba?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Ba, no, nga kanang quality atong para level up, no?
Yes.
So Ma'am Chu, sa atong lighter question, can you share to us at least at most two lang yun ka management tips that you practice to make sure you work with minimal stress in BukSU?
Kuan siya, sir, no? First, I would just like to pagsugod sa pagsugod sa pandemic, our working environment was changed dramatically. So, medyo na affected kita in some way, no, affected ka psychologically. But one thing I realized is that one very important yun nga ako nakita nga helpful is katubitong giingon ni Ma'am Sayek sa Ma'am Zail nga doing the Pomodoro technique, no? So kato siya nga technique, it's very helpful gid siya. And then you have the to-do lists. So if every day na apat na kay gabi pa lang ginasulat na nako unsa akong panghimuon ugma. Para pag-ugma din ako magsalimo unsa akong himuon. And then what I did is I time myself. So instead of 2 hours, gahimon akong 1.5 hour kay kapoy kay maglingkod ba for long sa imuhang sa imong laptop. So I would time myself for 1.5 hour. Basta akong trabahoon based sa akong to-do list, and then after mag-time up na siya, mutindog na din ko 10 to 15 minutes. After that, balik na sa 1.5 hour. And it was really helpful as far as productivity is concerned sa ako sa office and sa ako ang instruction.
Yeah. I have the to-do list pero I haven't had the time. Akong gina-off ang akong cellphone kung mag-alarm ko. Nili siya mo saler, no? So pero to-do list medyo na-practice ko na. Abi po na ako ang imong pasabot katong ingon ka nga the pandemic dramatically changed. No? Abi na ko Korean dramatically changed. Kaya nananaw mo mga Korean drama.
Murag wala ko natakdan ana, sir ay.
wala.
K-drama fever.
Wala ko natakdan.
So si Mixay Korean dramatically siguro, no?
Nakatanawin ko ng partner na sa mga K-drama.
Okay. Right. So DJ Mix, any follow-up? We're on time. Okay na? Wala na?
I'm good.
Yes, so mga igala mo katong inatibukan sa atong interview. Salamat, Ma'am Marichu. Do you want to say final statements to our audience, Ma'am Chu?
First of all, salamat kayo DJ Mexay, Sir Waltz, for inviting me, no, in BukSU update, no. So many things mo na ganina daghan kay kog istorya, no. Paspas kay when it comes to God, no, daghan gid kunta kayo istorya kay that's number of minutes siguro is not enough to really convey that what gender and development as an advocacy is concerned. But anyhow, salamat kayo that we were able to inform the public, no, of the presence of UGRC and how UGRC can help people, the personnel and also the clientele, not only inside Bukidnon State University but also outside Bukidnon State University. Salamat kayo, no, for allowing UGRC to be expose for people to know nga we are here and we are advocates of gender and development. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Salamat,
Thank you
Ma'am
so
Chu.
much,
So,
Ma'am Chu.
yes, so mga higala, no, wala na wala ang GAD unit. Nag-rename lang siya o UGRC,
Yes.
no? So, in fact, even with GAD pa unit ang iyang ngalan, it has been doing the functions already as mandated by the CHED, mga directives following national and international parameters, no? So, mao kadto mga higala ang kinatibukan sa atong interview with Dr. Marichu Montesilio, ang atong director sa atong UGRC. So, University Gender and Development Resource Center here in BukSU. So, atang isunod simana ang highlight sa BukSU updates. Tukiyo nato ang pinakalabas, pinaka-importante nga hisgutanan diri sa Bukidnon State University. Daghang salamat. Mga higala, partner, ubalik kita human lamang sa pipila ka mga pahinumdom.
DXBU 104.5.
Daghang salamat mga higala sa makanunayong pag-atang o pagpaminaw sa atong programa, ang pag-ambitay daw ang kaulian Share to Heal. Kami malipayon sa inyong pag-uban o pag-abag kanamo sa Season 2 ni ining programa. Magpadayon kami og hatag serbisyo sa inyo sa sunod nga mga bulan, subay gihapon sa siyam ka dimensyon nga gilangkuban sa mental health, media literacy, spirituality, legal, economics and food security, health and wellness, governance and management, culture ug education. Kami sa Share to Heal nang hinaot nga kamo gihapon maminaw sa sunod nato nga mga episodes ug nagsigurado nga sa umabutay nga Season 3 mahimong exciting sama gihapon sa nilabay nga duha ka seasons. Dugang pa, kami nang hinaot nga matagaan og tubag ang mga angay natong gikinahanglan sa panahon sa mas maayong normal o better normal. Kita kids, we are on season break. Magkita ay tapuhon sa kahanginan, amping kanunay ug ayaw kalimti ang pagpaambit sa saktong impormasyon giya sa luwas nga kinabuhi karon nga panahon.
The COVID-19 vaccine is extremely safe for our children. We have a number of studies that represent that. We've had a number of children already receive the vaccines and have been able to monitor those children closely, and we feel very confident this is a safe and effective vaccine.
Hi, my name is Miggy, 6 years old. I am happy that I can now play with friends because I am vaccinated and I am safe.
Hello, my name is Ezra, 14 years old. I can eat out with my family because I am vaccinated and I am safe.
Hi, my name is Mark Johan. I am 12 years old. I can go to places because I'm vaccinated and I have with me my vaccination card. I can enter to beaches and adventure parks this summer, visit my grandparents, and play with my cousins outside the city. I am safe.
O bata, pagpapaguna na. Arang parehas mo nila, Michael, Ezra, ug Mark. Tell your nanay and tatay or si mama and papa, mommy and daddy o magpabaksin na. Ako si Ziana and I am safe. See you around the vac centers. Excited pud ko magkita ta sa mga laaganan.
Kini nga kampanya sa pagpabakuna alang sa atong mga kabatanunan gihatod kaninyo sa Bukidnon State University, Office of the Vice President for Research, Extension and Innovations, Extension Unit, kauban ng Malaybalay City Health Office.
Your educational and community-based radio station, DXBU 104.5. It's more than just music.
All right, welcome back to BukSU Updates. Check it time is already 4:03 on the clock. And kami gyapon yung mga partners kanina DJ Mix and partner Walter.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much, partner DJ Mix. So let's go back to our watch to win question of the week. And of course, kinsa ganito atong tawagan later on.
Sige, kinsa ito? 161 man to.
Isa ng Max 61.
Guidance Office. 116 di ay. Pasensya. Yes. So once again, ato uturuan partner ang atong question para sa itong Watch to Win segment. How much percentage of the budget of a government entity should be for gender and development? A, 5% exactly. Letter B, at least 5%. And letter C, at most 5%. Yes, no? Sa katong mga nakapaminaw, makatubagid mo aning question. So atong tawagan is ang guidance office ang 116.
Okay, atang-atang na. I'm sure makatubag po na sila, no? Alright, let's go to our values of the week. Gidahin ba? Automatic. So our values of the week is patriotism. But if you return to me and obey my commands, then even if your exiled people are at the farthest horizon, I will gather them from there and bring them to the place I have chosen as a dwelling for my name. Patriotism runs in the blood of Filipinos. In every age of foreign invasion or evil rule, patriots would always rise and inspire and lead the people to freedom. They did not fear for their lives, choosing to ignore or rather endure suffering and pain that denied the one country they loved. Some opted to stay in prison and keep their dignity, then walk away with freedom, but with honor stripped. Their names went down to history, engraved in portals, and their images stood as monuments. They died, but their memories have lingered, and their stories have continued to inspire the nation. Ba? So, patriots. Kita ka salida ani, kita ka ani, salida patriots. Mel Gibson, I think. Tama ba? Hindi na ako sure now. But
nakatanaw ako pero nakalimutan ko part.
Bata-bata pa ba yung kahaban? So pero isa sa naka-strike sa ako katong patriotism is that they are also another word for them is heroes, ba?
Yes.
And then ginatauran sila mga monuments. Their memories linger on. Although we don't have to die, everyone, they don't have to die, just to become heroes.
Yes.
But, we can be heroes. We can be heroes, no? Pero by doing sacrifices, by providing sincere and genuine service to the fellow Filipinos. So
yes.
Maybe at certain times, kinahanglan ta mahimong patriots, just like the likes of Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio. But in everyday life, we can be heroes too. By doing the right thing, by doing sacrifices and giving love to others. Wow. Yeah, so partner.
Volunteer work. Yes. So
do you agree? Do you agree?
Agree kay partner. Super agree.
All right. Ituyo na to nakuha nga. Do you agree? Pero dapat off air to. Do you agree? Yes, partner DJ Mix. Next.
So, yes, karon partner ato na pag-greet ang kaniyang favorite part gyapon ni sa ato mga birthday celebrants, no? Ang mag-greet sila on air and of course makita po sila ilang mga ngalan live sa atong live stream diri sa DXBU. So yes, partner, for the month of August, no? August naman tapit na po makita si Mr. Jose Marichan.
Ay, layo-layo po, oy.
Napay 1 month, nag-warm up pa siya.
Balik eskwela pa karon. August.
Yes.
Partner, pakantahon sa nato si Jose Marichan. Si Jose Marichan ay noon. O birthday song. Alright.
In fairness, bago. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Kailangan ko ni kay Jolly.
Ba? Nakamata ang nangatulog. Rock and roll.
Thank you so much, Sir Art. So happy birthday to Ma'am Analu Icono. No? Belated happy birthday, ma'am. Atong August 1, no? Sa President's Office. And yesterday, celebrate niya ang birthday si Ma'am Conchis Olive S. Solidum sa Guidance Office. And si Sir Nestor Yanya Cipriano sa College of Business. And karong
Hello, Dean
adlaw, Nestor, yes, Cipriano, no, sa College of Business. And today, no, giselebrate niya ang artista niya siya sa BukSU, Sir Lorenzo Bandiola Dinlayan III, ang atong OSS Dean. Pak na artista niya siya sa BukSU, sir. And si Ma'am Lolita Alsola Dulay, atong COE Elementary School. This coming August 6, no, birthday ni Ma'am Judita Galingues Gige sa Accounting Office. And this coming August 7, Madeleine Suarez Dumandan sa College of Technologies. And kang Sir Benjo or Jose Benito Capasio Ronolo, College of Arts and Sciences. And of course, kang Jackie Jean B. Conlayan, former ODS staff. So yes, happy birthday sa tanan mo. Celebrate po silang birthday and late happy birthday sa mga niagi nga adlaw.
And of course, the birthday greetings go out also for those who celebrate their birthdays, anniversaries, family gatherings, celebrations, office anniversaries, organizational anniversaries. No, karon nga adlaw o karon nga semana, no? Katong kani mga patimbaya greetings go out also to all of you who can hear our broadcast.
Yes.
Happy birthday, happy celebrations. May we all have happy celebrations all the time, ba? Partner?
Yes.
Right. All right. No, so sa atong pagpadayon, atong gawaton karon ang report sa atong University Safety and Health Officer, Mr. Roberto G. Alia III para sa administration segment. Or administration na.
Sa tanan, daghang salamat sa BukSU o PIPS o DxBU sa imbitasyon na mohatag og campus updates bahin sa BukSU Health and Safety Office. Ako di ay si Mr. Roberto Ali III, designated BukSU Health and Safety Officer o Institutional Surveillance Officer. Ang BukSU Health and Safety Office bago lang nga office nga namugna pinagi sa CSCDOS Dole Joint Memorandum Circular 01 Series 2020 o ang Occupational Health and Safety para sa public sector. Ang industry sa health and safety ani kay under sa education industry ug kini mandated nga mag-oversee sa compliance sa health and safety standards sa usa ka state university para maprotektahan ang mga estudyante ug employees sa mga campus hazards sa mga sakit ug aksidente nga maghinungdan sa kamatayon. Isa kini ka proactive approach ug tungod ani maka-assure na ang walay mahitabo sa tawhanong panglawas o kinabuhi sulod sa trabahoan, classroom o campus ug dili maapektuhan ang mga resources sa tunghaan ug makalikay ang kadaot sa properties sa eskwelahan. Ang notable accomplishments sa among office mao ang Campus COVID Response in collaboration sa Crisis Management Committee, Medical Clinic, HRDU, PPMU, Disinfection Team o Security Unit since ang office namugna on the first year sa COVID-19 pandemic. Makuni ang among mga na-accomplish sa office: Campus Illness and Accident Prevention, Campus Sickness and Accident Surveillance, Campus Information and Education Campaign, Campus Compliance sa Health and Safety Standard para sa Reasonable Campus Working Conditions, Campus Preparedness pinagi sa Safety Seal Certification. Para karong first semester school year 2022 to 2023, ang office nagamonitor sa HyFlex learning system para sa campus and health and safety compliance. Among panawagan sa mga estudyante o employees sa BukSU mo ang campus health and safety compliance sa atong mga campus guidelines and protocols nga i-observe. Unsa kini? Ang pag-observe sa minimum public health standards against COVID-19 ug ang dogang measures sa BukSU para sa pagkontrol sa spread sa virus. Sama sa kompletong bakuna para batok sa COVID-19 kung musulod sa campus, paggamit o pagsulob sa saktong mask sulod sa campus, Saktong pamaagi sa pagtabon sa baba pinaagi sa atong bukton o pagpalayo kung naay kasturya kung ang mag-ubo, kung saktong physical distancing kung makigsturya sa kauban nga estudyante o empleyado. Ang kantin open sa tanan nga mopalit pero ang pwede mag-dine-in ra kay ang mga BukSU teaching and non-teaching personnel. Ang ipangpalit nga pagkaon sa kantin sa mga students dito nila kaunon sa ilang assigned classrooms o waiting area. Ginaahwag ang mga estudyante nga magtambay sa ilang assigned classroom o waiting area kung walay klase o gahulat sa ilang sunod nga subject. Ginabawal sad ang pagtapok-tapok sa mga estudyante nga walay saktong physical distancing. I-observe po nato ang one entry, one exit policy. Kung mahuman na ang klase o trabaho, diretso na muli sa tagsa-tagsa nga panimalay o dormitory o likayan maglaag-laag sa lugar nga dako ang tsansa matakdan og COVID-19. Kung ang kinatapusang pahimangno, kung lain ang atong pamati, hilabi na kung naghilanat na, dili na kinahanglan magsulod sa campus o mag-apil sa klase o trabaho. Magsaba na lang sila sa ilang mga instructor or supervisor para ma-inform ang office o ang medical clinic. Daghang salamat o sa makausapa ako si Mr. Roberto Alyi, University Health and Safety Officer o Institutional Surveillance Officer para sa BukSU updates. Daghang salamat.
Mo to ang updates gikan mismo sa aton University Safety and Health Officer. So partner?
Yes, partner, no? So, hamubo kaayo ang pero mahinungdanon nga mga pasiban, sana tawag na reminders. English na lang. Pasidaan, no? Para sa itong mga estudyante, labi na ba kay nagbalik kita, no? Nagahinahinay ta balik sa atong in-person learning diri sa university. Right. So, dili na siguro tayo mag-take a break, partner. Let's go straight to our kumustahan time, no? Go ahead, partner.
So, partner Art, natawagan ba nato ang ato opisina? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
panahon na aron mangungusta ta, partner, kauban nato. Panahon na aron mangungusta ta sa atong mga kauban diri sa BukSU main campus.
Yes.
Annex og satellite campus. Of course, depende sa kinsa atong matawagan, no? Og ang atong na-mention kaniya nga natawagan mao ang Guidance and Counseling Center. Yes, partner?
Well, thank you so much, partner. No, na ano ba karon sa atong pikas linya? Hello? Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. Kinsa ni palihog, ma'am? Flor Delis Dampal. Kumusta, ma'am? Unsay ganap dya sa inyong opisina, ma'am?
Again, ma'am, sorry, medyo wala na ko kan.
Unsa ang nahitabo diya sa inyong opisina nga imong ma-share, ma'am?
Kamo lang yung check sa BukSU last schedule sa BukSU na ginaapas kayo, ma'am, pero so far doing good, ma'am. Okay, fine.
Pero nanawag man mo, so na-disturbo mo yun. Bantay ka. Go get salan ani partner mix.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. No? Bam, basta na kay gusto ipang shout out karon, ipang greet nimo karon, ma'am. Live na live ta karon sa ato ang Facebook Live and of course via radio. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Mag-greet lang ko no sa amo ang OSS din who is celebrating his birthday today and also
happy birthday
for the libreng a lunch and
wow.
And also
Kami na-appeal.
my Ma'am Conchis, ma'am, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. Belated happy birthday, Ma'am Conch.
Wow. All right, ma'am. So
And kinsa gani partner mix ang atong unit head diha sa ilang office. Under sila sa OSS pero kinsa kay si Ma'am Lagay ba diha, Ma'am Flor?
Shout out, yes, Sir Walter.
Nalimot ka.
Still ma'am, yapon sa ma'am Manlagaylay. Ma'am Manlagaylay yapon.
Mama Risa Manlagaylay.
Yes.
Hello, Mama Riz.
So yes ma'am. I hope na nakapaminaw gid ka karon sa ato ang BukSU updates kay naa na ta karon sa atong segment no nga watch to win segment. So ma'am akong utron ang pangutana for you ma'am ha. Okay. So paminaw ma'am, how much percentage of the budget of a government entity should be for gender and development? Letter A, 5% exactly. Letter B, at least 5%. And letter C, at most 5%. So ano sa'yo matubag ma'am?
5% exactly, ma'am. Letter A.
Letter A.
I'm
So,
sorry. Again, sorry, ma'am. At least 5% of the.
So letter B imong answer ma'am. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Is that your final answer, ma'am? Okay, which is which? Which is which and which?
B daw ko no. B.
All right. Yeah, so
atong tanawon kung sakto ba ganay imong answer kay i-reveal ni partner Waltz.
yeah, so at least 5% is correct. Letter B,
Yes.
no? Based on the statement kaganihan ni Dr. Marichu Montesilio. Right, congratulations, Ma'am Flor. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Salamat po sa inyong whole unit for joining us. No, nga wala ninyo gi-lift ang phone para di may makatawag. No? Salamat.
And congratulations, ma'am. May gaing nga nagbaling ka sa letter B. Congratulations.
Yes, kontak si Ma'am Annalisa para sa imong prize.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you.
Right, no, so partner, kabantay ka no ahead of time. 419, 420 for the first time in the history of BukSU updates. Kamulo pod mga higala ang pagpasiyugda sa mga breakout sessions and para plenary sessions para sa ato ang mga assessment sa Philippine Quality Award, no?
Yes.
And all offices here, all officials are attuned to the questions thrown by our assessors from the Development Academy of the Philippines na mga nagpasiyugda sa Philippine Quality Award. So, kana siya. No? So, thank you very much sa atong mga katibukan, sa atong kaganino. Grabe kayong effort, partner mix sa atong mga video documenters and atong mga tour guides sa virtual tour na ipasiyugda. Nilampas na alas 12. No? Sa alas 9 pa nagsugod, no man, alas 12 na, no? So kapin, just to show to our assessors from the different parts of the country the best foot forward of BukSU in terms of our facilities and our amenities here in the main and the satellite campuses. Right. Partner, anything else you want to share? Updates diya sa BukSU-dxBU?
DxBU. Until now, napagyapon sa season break ang uban nato nga mga programs pareha sa ato ang pag-ambitay daw ang kaulian. So labi lagi po na inyo pati ang Thank God I'm Fine. So as mentioned earlier ni Ma'am Chu, no, nga mag-ready na sila for their season 4.
Makita ra ang walay season break. Because every week there is BukSU updates, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so mga igala, wala na kita iyong oras sa atong pagpadayon karon sa atong programa sa episode 30 sa BukSU Updates 2022 at ang isa sunod Miyerkules ang laing mga episode.
Yes, so alang sa dugang impormasyon o feedback, bisitahan lang ang www.buksu.edu.ph, BukSU TV YouTube channel of BukSU Bukidnon State University official Facebook account. Paminaw ang replay sa atong programa matag Biyernes alas 7 sa buntag matag Sabado alas 8 sa buntag. Once again, ako gyapon inyong partners ng DJ Mix. So daghang salamat.
Sa ngalan na lamang sa atong University President Dr. Oscar V. Cabanilles o sa atong Vice President for Administration Planning and Development, Mr. Dante S. Victoria Jr. and all our two other Vice Presidents and all officials and personnel of the university from the main, annex, and 15 satellite campuses. Mga higala, kini ang BukSU updates this week. Ako si Walter Balane, gikan sa OP, Information and Publication Services, Dagaingon. Saktong informasyon ang gamiton, aron kalambuan magpadayon. Dagang salamat, maayong hapon Bukidnon. Maayong bukidnon.
Bye!
Three to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, replay every Friday, 7 to 8 in the morning, and Saturdays, 8 to 9 in the morning. Only here on BukSU 104.5 FM. BukSU Updates.
This is 104.5
DXBU 104.5.